Hello ladies and gentlemen, so this video is going to be about solving multi-step equations, and that's going to be a 7th grade target for expressions and equations. Goes into a little bit of 8th grade with variables on both sides. So let's take a look. We have our 6 rules here, and these are what you always want to follow in this order to solve multi-step equations. Some you'll do all 6, and for some problems like this, you will only do some of them, only the last 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, additive inverse. Any subtraction symbols, you want to change that operation to adding the opposite. And you can see that I did that right here, adding the opposite. I changed that 12x minus 14 to 12x plus negative 14. Over here, don't have to do anything with this plus, already good. So, step 1, done. Step 2, complete the distributive property. None of that. Step 3, combine any like terms. Well, let's take a look at that. 12x. On this side, I can't combine that with 14 or negative 14 because one has an x and one doesn't. So not going to do that. Now, on the other side, I have 3x and 13. I can't combine those because they're different terms. One has an x, one has a variable, and one doesn't. So not going to combine those. So step 3, already done. All right, so step 4, get variables on one side of the equation. I do that by canceling out one. And the only way to cancel out either 12x or 3x, well, I'm going to subtract 3x. Generally, a good rule of thumb is to cancel out the lowest value, the lowest one. So the negative number or the lowest value of the integer or rational number. So we have 12x minus 3x. That gives us 9x plus negative 14 equals 13. That's what we have left over here because we canceled out the 3x. Done. Step 5, isolate the variable by adding and subtracting. Okay, well, we want to isolate this variable, so we're going to add or subtract to cancel out this negative 14. And what we would do is we would add a 14 to cancel out the negative 14. So add 14, cancel it out. So we are left with 9x equals 27. 13 plus 14, 27. Our last step is to divide by 9. So isolate the variable by multiplying or dividing. We're going to divide by 9. Canceled out. X equals 3. Now, any good mathematician will plug that 3 back into this x and back into this x. And what we should see is the same answer over on the left side should equal the same answer over on the right side of the equation. Let's take another look at all 6 steps. Okay, this one will actually use all 6 steps. The additive inverse first. Add the opposite, add the opposite, add the opposite. Step 1, done. Step 2, complete the distributive property. 2 times 8x, 16x, plus 2 times negative 4, negative 8, equals 18 plus negative 4x plus negative 6. Step 2, done. Combine any like terms. Nothing over on the right side, but I can combine 18 and negative 6 to be 12. So again, rewriting everything. 16x plus negative 8 equals 12 plus negative 4x. Step 3 done. Step 4, get the variables to one side. Well, I'm going to work with the one with the lowest value, which is negative 4x. So plus 4x, which cancels this out. Rewrite everything. 20x plus 8 equals 12. Minus 8 on this side, plus negative 8. Almost forgot that. And that makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Make sure that you copy down everything exactly the way that you see it. So instead of subtracting x, I'm going to add 8 to both sides to cancel that out. 20x equals 20. Okay, you can see where we're going here. So, to isolate that variable, you divide by 20 on both sides. Cancels that out. X equals 1. So if I were to plug that 1 back into both of these, we would see the same answer on both sides. So this is a review of the 6 steps that you need to take to isolate the variables, making sure that you go through each one. And if you need any help, rewatch this video. Otherwise, see your teacher the next day. Have a good one.